Hello, welcome to Hand of the Seeker. This is Jim. This is my part two of the book of Ceremonial Magic by Arthur Edward Waite. I said I was going to do a part two, so I'm doing a part two. I have now finished this book, and as I stated previously, this book is phenomenal. This is basically a grimoire about grimoires. So, let's dig in. Alright. So what we're looking at here in this book is we are covering pretty much every grimoire that I know of. And I'm sorry I have a cold, but, we're going to do this anyway. So this book touches on the Greater Key of Solomon, the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Almadel, the fourth book of Cornelius Agrippa, which most people only know about the three, but there's actually a fourth book, which is the book of ritual magic. Heptameron, Abramelin, the Abramelin operations in here, Grimoire Verum, True Black Magic, the Grand Grimoire, the Grimoire of Honorius, the Black Pullet, the Gold Finding Hen. This is all good. And if you're into Grimoire Magic, either practicing or just reading Grimoire Magic, this is the book, because I have several grimoires, and everything in my grimoires are in this book. So you really don't have to buy the grimoires, you just have to buy this book, because it tells you the rituals, the incantations, the sigils, everything is in this book. How to make the magical objects, whether it be, the knife, the blasting rod, the circles, the whole Ars Goetia is in here, which is the second book of the Lesser Key of Solomon, which basically gives you all the sigils of the 72 demons. I'm going to use that word lightly, but okay, demons, or, entities. They're all in here. It's all in this book. So really, you don't have to buy all these individual grimoires. You just need to buy this one if you're going to practice grimoire magic. This is the book for you. If you like to study grimoire magic like me, this is the book for you. And in the end of this book, it goes into stuff that I have never even encountered in grimoires. It tells you exactly how to make certain things that I've never come across before. So, yeah, this is a really good book, and I can't say enough about the author, Arthur Edward Waite, because he was just phenomenal. The end of this book goes into the whole invocation of Uriel, which is really cool. I've never read that anywhere else besides this book. It goes into how to make the Hand of Glory. If you don't know anything about the Hand of Glory, do your research. It's really cool. It tells you exactly how to make this thing, which, good luck, because it's a severed hand of a man that was hanged. So I'm not sure how you're going to do that, but if you can, hey, it's really cool. I mean, magically, it's supposed to be very awesome. There's a lot of lore behind the Hand of Glory. And the last part of this book actually is on infernal necromancy. And I have studied necromancy, and I understand the difference between New Age necromancy and OG necromancy. This is OG necromancy. It gives you rituals to actually raise and summon the dead here. And they're like, it's ABC 1, 2, 3. And that's really cool. As I said, this is probably one of the best books I've ever read on occult stuff to date. And I've read a lot of occult books, but this is, it goes in depth on everything. The Grimoire of Honorius is in here, which is really weird to me because it was supposedly written by Pope Honorius II. And there's some pretty diabolical stuff going on there, written from a pope. I mean, there's some blood, there's some animal sacrifice. So there's actually a spell in here, a ritual in here for invisibility where you have to use a human severed head. So it gets kind of icky, but it's freaking cool. As I said, Arthur Edward Waite, he knew all his stuff. He was a great occultist, a great writer. I mean, this isn't difficult reading, is what I'm saying. This isn't like super scholarly, boring, I'm gonna go to sleep kind of crap. This guy, he wrote well, and his footnotes are phenomenal. He wanted to prove what he knew, and he knew it all. I mean, this goes into like the first manuscripts of grimoires ever found, the museums they are in to date. And yeah, this is all legit. I'm saying this is not fraudulent fake crap. Arthur Edward Waite was an occultist. And if you don't know who he was, I'm sure you know the Arthur Edward Waite tarot deck, or the Waite tarot deck. That was Arthur Edward Waite. So yeah, he wrote books on tarot too. But I'm not a huge tarot guy. I do have Crowley's tarot. I have the Thoth tarot, but I don't use it as a traditional tarot. I'm not going to get into that right now. But anyway, this book right here, get this book. As I said, it's like $12, $13 brand new. It's not going to cost you a lot of money. And the information in this book is like phenomenal. It's not that thick. It just took me a while to read because I was just kind of being lazy. But yeah, the information in this book is just like, it's great. I mean, look, here goes all your knives and swords and whatnots. It tells you all the stuff that every grimoire you ever buy is going to tell you. And I own several grimoires that are in this book. I do own the Greater Key of Solomon, Lesser Key of Solomon, Dragon. They're all in here, so I own all those already. But having bought this book, I don't even need to own those grimoires now because this tells me everything those grimoires tell me. So, whether it's, just like the history or the actual practice of the rituals in said grimoires, they're all here. It's all here, dude. So this is really cool. And if there's something that's not right in a grimoire, he will tell you it's not right. He will tell you something's left out. He's like completely honest. This man is an honest occultist. So this is my part 2 of this book. Get this book. If you don't have this book, totally get it. It's cool. It's not going to take it long to read. And you're getting a lot of info here that is just really good stuff, man. So do good works. I'll see you next time, and happy travels.